Welcome to Voice of the Inland Empire, your weekly adventure into the who, what, where, and why of our Southern California communities. In our little coffee house today, we are joined by Tony Myrell, who is the chairman of the Workforce Investment Board, and Brad Gates, who is deputy director of the Workforce Development Department, both for the county of San Bernardino. And we're going to be hearing about a range of services that are made for us, anyone that lives in San Bernardino County. Whether you're a young person looking for opportunities, an adult looking for a job or a change in jobs, or a business looking for free help and support, they're here to help. Now, at our website, voiceoftheinlandempire.com, you can find a complete listing of all the times and days our show can be seen and enjoyed, as well as past shows and guests. So we have a great show lined up for you today. Don't go away. We will be right back. Is your radio station dull, boring, more of just the same day after day after? Then it's time for radio that will blow your mind and expand and enlighten it too. KCAA Radio 1050 AM is not only the go-to radio station for what's happening in and around the Inland Empire, it's a veritable cornucopia of crazy, an assemblage of awesome, and a total convergence of cool. KCAA is not only the NBC News affiliate for our area, but offers the broadest and craziest range of national and local radio in the Inland Empire, with shows like Imus in the Morning, Dave Ramsey, Joyce Riley's Power Hour, Controlled Chaos, Poor Man, and now, Voice of the Inland Empire with yours truly. Check out 1050 AM at home or on the road, or you risk being the only one at work not talking about the fun, crazy, educational, outlandish, awesome things they heard on KCAA 1050 AM. And you wouldn't want that, right? Need a gift and don't know what to get? How about a one-of-a-kind custom gift basket? Looking for a corporate gift for your customers, associates, or employees? Are you a nonprofit or organization with a special event coming up? Bountiful Baskets has custom and stock gift baskets for every occasion and budget. Corporate gifts, wine and beer baskets, table centerpieces, balloon decorating, custom ribbon, and more with local delivery and nationwide shipping. Call 909-608-2131 or online at thebountifulbasket.net. It is that time of the show when we say hello to today's guests. And we are joined by two gentlemen that I am honored to call friends and are no strangers to our show. Brad Gates, who is Deputy Director of the Workforce Development Department. I always struggle with that. And Tony Myrell, who is the Chairman of the Workforce Investment Board, both with the County of San Bernardino.
Yes.
So, Brad, for some of our viewers and listeners who maybe don't recall when you've been on in the past, a little background. What is the Workforce Development Department and what does it do to benefit the county?
The Workforce Development Department, we are the administrative arm of the Workforce Investment Board, but we're also the service provider. So we operate the county's 3 America's Job Centers located in the three regions of the county, and our charge is to serve the residents and businesses of San Bernardino County.
Awesome. And those job centers, tell you what, when the economy tanked and a lot of people lost their jobs, you guys helped a lot of people.
We did. Yes, we do. And even though the economy is improving, we're still helping and seeing thousands of people come in every month.
That is awesome. And I want to come back and talk about that in a little bit. But Tony, you are the chair, and I know you've served on the Workforce Investment Board,
yes,
the WIB, for a long time. What is the WIB and how does it interact with the Workforce Development Department?
Well, the Workforce Investment Board is the policy oversight board over the Workforce Development Department. So our Workforce Board is made up of primarily private business-led sector people. We do
All
have
volunteers.
All volunteers. It's all volunteers. There's no pay. We have mandated positions on the board. Labor's on there. We have education on there as well. But the private sector-led board is all volunteer, and I think it's those people who have a passion to help our community out.
And what are some of the things that the WIB does to help the community and the business community?
Well, I mean, like I say, a lot of the grunt work is done by the actual staff of the Workforce Investment Board and the WDD. But we are chartered with making sure that the employers and people within this community, in this county, either find jobs, and that we're helping and working with businesses to get them the people that they need for those jobs that they have opened in their companies. So we are kind of a facilitator, if you will, of those of that program.
And Brad, I know that your folks are consistently reaching out to businesses, offering an incredibly broad range of services, most, if not all, free to the business. All free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all free to the businesses. What are some of those things? Because you guys are like this really well-kept secret. And what you offer anyone that's watching or listening that owns a business or works or runs a company, you have some incredible opportunities.
We do. I'd say our bread and butter service for businesses is helping them find the employees they need. So if you have a need to hire, contact us. We'll post your jobs. We'll do a recruitment. We'll pre-screen. We'll refer to you the most qualified candidates. We also have a really successful program called On-the-Job Training, or we call it OJT. That's a program where we will reimburse you, the business, for up to 50% of a new hire's wages while that person is being trained by you on the job.
And I got to tell you, and I know you know this, I've used that for employees at my firm. And it is wonderful because you bring people in, and especially in my case, where often they're right out of school. To me, that just gives them the right to start training.
Right.
So, sadly.
Right. No, exactly. Well, and Ron, I'm glad to hear you say that because, we've, even in my business, we've used that OJT program, and it's worked out well because as employers know, so even though you get somebody in to go to work and you think they're the right candidate and they're perfect for the job, there's still a certain amount of training that goes on that costs the employer a lot of money. Mm-hmm. And sometimes there's that fine line to say, do I really add that person? Can I really afford to add that person? Or can I not afford to add them because we really need it? And it's a dollars and cents issue many times. Mm-hmm. So this program, as you well know, by utilizing the program, helps offset that cost. It makes it so much easier for an employer to go ahead and make that decision to hire that employee and get that person employed and also serve the need of the employer. I think it's great.
No, it really is. Because that ramp-up period, and really no matter how well qualified the person is, there's always going to be a ramp-up period in a new company because every culture is different,
that's right.
Processes, procedures. Yep. Mm-hmm. So getting that financial help at the outset really helps me anyway make the decision to do that hire.
Exactly.
Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, I want to talk about the county's Slingshot program and how the county was selected by our own Governor Brown to be part of this special project.
Terrific.
So we'll talk about that
Great.
Right after this brief break. Don't go away. Not sure where to go or how to start? Want to make sure you get the best mattress for your money and one that will give you years of sleeping pleasure? There's only one answer, and that is Dreamland Discount Mattress in Covina. At Dreamland, Bruce and his dedicated team will ensure that you find the right mattress at the right price that will give you years of sleeping comfort. Dreamland Discount Mattress offers a wide range of options, styles, and choices, all at up to 80% off. Want to hear what many of their customers are saying about them? Check them out on Yelp to learn why you should become a satisfied customer of Dreamland Discount Mattress too. Go by and visit them at 1007 North Azusa Avenue in Covina, or give them a call at 626-331-8044. And remember, At Dreamland Discount Mattress, prices are always up to 80% off. We are back, and you are watching or listening to Voice of the Inland Empire. And if you don't get enough of the show, we'd love for you to visit our website at voiceoftheinlandempire.com, where you can see current and past shows 24/7. We are joined today by Tony Myrell, who is the chairman of the Workforce Investment Board, and Brad Gates, who is deputy director of the Workforce Development Department. And gentlemen, in the first segment, we kind of got a feel for what it is that you both do. But you've recently gotten some pretty exciting news from the governor's office.
That's exactly correct. The governor has implemented a program called Slingshot. That's his term. And all that. And he's picked our region as one of the test pilots for this project.
Region being the Inland Empire.
The Inland Empire. And we're actually working in conjunction with Riverside County Workforce Investment Board as well. So that's what he's considering the region to be. And so right now we're in the process of convening businesses and educators and all that to make sure that the needs of the businesses are aligning with the curriculum and the things that are being taught either in vocational training or at the community college level or even at the 4-year level and all that. So we're doing that right now, but the whole predication of the program is to make sure that we have a seamless program that employers are really able to get employable people after they graduate from one of these vocational programs or college or whatever. Because as an employer, I can tell you that we don't always have the ability to hire people right out of school that actually fit into the job that we're hiring them for. Mm-hmm. Maybe the curriculum is wrong, some of the things are outdated in terms of what they're taught. So now we're back to a point where we're having to retrain them, someone who you would think would be coming out of school. So we've just recently convened with manufacturers, and in our region between Riverside and San Bernardino counties, we picked healthcare and advanced manufacturing as the two sectors that we're going to concentrate on, primarily because those are the two sectors that we've identified as the top sectors for growth, employment, all of that. So we're doing that right now. So we just recently finished up a convening, about 2 weeks ago, where we got together a group of healthcare companies ranging from hospitals to home health to occupational health, those kinds of things. And we asked them, what kinds of needs do you have? What kinds of needs of people do you have? And then what are you seeing that you're not, when you get these people in from these schools,
where they're
lacking? Where's the skills gap? And then we did the same thing for advanced manufacturing and had some of the top manufacturers in both counties in a meeting to find out the same thing from them. And we really found out some very interesting information in terms of the skills gap and the things that they need when they're looking to hire. And so now we're going to convene meetings with our educators, our colleges, our vocational training, our training providers to let them know, okay, this is what we're hearing from business. How are we going to close that gap?
So, Brad, how receptive is academia being or going to be to this? You know, you're coming in and basically saying your curriculum isn't delivering what our businesses need, and we'd like you to change it. Are they open to this?
I think they are, because I think educators are realizing the same thing from the top down. And so we're seeing a real mind shift for how education and training is delivered in California. And we're seeing the community colleges and the trade schools becoming more focused on businesses and engaging businesses and actually producing what they need. And so I think this project is perfectly timed, and I couldn't say it any better than what Tony already said, but essentially the project is aligning what employers need with what educators are actually providing.
And I think we're going to see a continuing boom in the trade and vocational schools as more and more people are realizing that a traditional 4-year degree doesn't necessarily guarantee them anything nowadays.
Right. Absolutely.
And, you know, a lot of my clients, the bulk of my clients are in the manufacturing sector, and I can tell you, they're starving for good people that might be called blue-collar work, but trust me, some of these jobs, because all these machines are computerized nowadays.
Yeah, that's right.
These blue-collar jobs are getting paid at white-collar levels. And I think people are starting to notice that.
That's absolutely true, Ron. And I think that what we've seen in the K through 12 system is that it's always been that focus of college, higher education, which is great. And we all think everybody should. With that. But there are a certain population of kids that are not going to go to school. And for them to be able to learn a vocation, it's going to pay them the white collar kinds of salaries at the blue collar level, I think is great.
Yeah.
So we're starting to see a shift a little bit.
I love it. Now we've got about a minute and a half left. You have a youth program.
We do. Our youth program, it's for ages 16 to 24, and we just started enrolling. We're going to enroll about 540 youth. And when I say youth, we're really talking about young adults because, again, the age is 16 to 24. And we're enrolling now. We have 12 providers of youth services located in all the regions of the county. And there they can provide basically whatever the youth needs to become successfully employed, whether it's training or work readiness skills or mentoring or coaching or actually paid work experience. We have all of these services available for the young adults in our county.
I love that. So if someone wants more information on a workforce training or the youth program or Slingshot or the on-the-job training program or anything else we've spoken about today, how do they get a hold of you? Website?
Yep. Website is www.csb-win.org.
csb-win.org.
Yep.
And I really do recommend that anyone that's unemployed or underemployed or youth or a business owner, really check out the website. They have a wealth of free opportunities that I guarantee you'll like. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Don't go away. We will be right back.
Business owners, are you overwhelmed when it comes to tracking your finances? Most business owners don't realize there are 3 different right ways to enter the same transaction into QuickBooks. One right way will work well for a business and owner. A second right way will work poorly, while a third right way will work okay, but not well. I am Linda QBQ Russell, the QuickBook Queen, and I help you choose the best right way for your business. I do custom QuickBooks setup. Together we find the quickest, easiest way to enter data that provides you accurate financial reports. These reports guide you to grow your business more profitably. I just started my free online tutorials to help more startups and new QuickBooks users. Sign up now at qbqueen.com and quickbooksfreetutorial.com. Let's get started now.
As we are each week, we are at the Bountiful Basket, where you can find anything and everything you would ever need in gift giving and more. But Marilyn, I feel like I am swimming in a sea of balloons. What gives?
Balloons are the thing.
They are.
Yes, they are.
I love balloons and
So do
sharp
I.
objects.
You like to pop the balloons.
Yeah.
Well, today we are looking at doing balloons for decorating. Like,
I love that. Like when you go to a party and there's like an arch you walk through,
yes,
or there's columns.
Yes, we do the arches and the columns. We actually do pops of color for weddings. That's very popular
Pops of color.
Well, because of the fact.
What is that?
Well, they're colored balloons, and we bring out the color in a very dull room. Like you're having a reception, for instance, and you want to bring on some color for a wedding. They're very inexpensive, a lot cheaper than flowers.
So if something's kind of dull, these pops of color. So can I wear some?
No.
That won't help.
Not balloons.
Never mind. I thought maybe, it might.
No.
But truthfully, I knew you did the baskets, obviously, but I had no idea you did balloons. So columns, arches, decorations,
canopies,
anything balloon.
And we decorate tables, like for dinners. And for corporate dinners, we decorate tables with balloons. We can do, at graduation, we did a humongous arch with columns for graduation.
And what about balloons just as part of a gift?
Well, that's when we like to just tie on a balloon. It's just
it makes it so much
very
more
festive. Very much festive.
And you could do balloons with like a picture frame, or
we could, but this is just kind of like a way of just letting you know that we can do weddings.
Oh, I missed the I do. Okay, all right, got it. We do weddings, and then I think this is for me.
No, this is an over the hill basket that we put together. No.
So what? You put black balloons.
We put black balloons.
Yeah, perfect.
And anytime you have anything, you have a party, you have a casino night, I love to do balloons that would just dress it up.
I love it. So people should think of you not just for baskets.
Correct.
But balloons and more.
Yes.
Someone wants more information, how do they get a hold of you?
My website is www.thebountifulbasket.com. My phone number is 909-608-2131, and my address is 1296 West 9th Street, Upland, California.
We got it. Don't go away. We'll be right back. I love the Citizens Business Bank Arena, and there is always something great going on there. But right now, season tickets are available for the Ontario Reign and the Ontario Fury. For the Ontario Reign, this is an all-new AHL season, and you can get tickets by calling the box office at 909-941-7825 or visiting their website, ontarioreign.com. For the Ontario Fury, their season tickets are also on sale at 909-457-0252 or email info@ontariofury.com. Now, coming up September 12th, Summer Cool Down Concert. Enjoy the legendary sounds of the Dramatics, the Stylistics, Evelyn Champagne King, the Originals, and Five Tempting Men, hosted by 104.7 Jimmy Reyes and comedian E.L. September 18th, Five Finger Death Punch and Papa Roach. These two bands are both known by their fans and press alike for having killer live shows, and they've come together for the first time. That's going to be a killer show by two. October 4th, Newsboys. Christian rock and pop stars Newsboys return to the Citizens Business Bank Arena. It's going to be a show not to miss. And the Los Angeles Lakers are coming back in October as well. There is always so much to do at the arena. Check them out at cbbankarena.com. We are joined, as we are each week, by Bruce Burnett, owner of Dreamland Discount Mattress. And normally, Bruce, you are here to better beducate us.
Yes.
And some of the things you've taught us about beds and buying beds has just been phenomenal and really helpful. But I recently discovered there's an aspect of you that I wasn't aware of. And you have your own radio show and a very special story. You want to share a little bit about it?
Yeah, we do a couple of friends and I, we do a radio show called Recovery 101. It's available 24/7 on the internet, recovery101.net. It's a show on recovery. I recently celebrated 25 years sober, and I thought some people might want to know of another avenue that they can get some information. We were one day sitting at Starbucks after a meeting we had been to. One of my friends says, "There's a recovery show on the radio." And I said, "I've never heard of a recovery show on the radio." We go and we put it on, and it sounds like this. "Hello, we have a caller. Hi, Bob." "Hi, Bob. Have you been working the steps, Bob? Have you been going to meetings, Bob? Have you gotten a sponsor?" And I thought, who would listen to that? I'm in recovery. I wouldn't listen to that. And we thought, if we put a microphone out in the middle of the table at Starbucks after a meeting, we could have a much more entertaining show. And 9 million downloads later, people seem to agree.
Wow. Well, I don't know about your friends, but I know you're always entertaining and interesting, if not always politically correct. So I'm sure the show is is as well.
Well, you know, I think the way we look at it, because we get a lot of people that aren't in recovery that listen, it would be as if you went to a meeting or some kind of a coffee or something with a bunch of people from radio.
Well, I don't know about your friends, but I do know you can always be interesting, entertaining, if not always politically correct. So I'm sure the show is as well.
Well, you know, the best way to find that out is to go check out the show. It's at recovery101.net. You can also get it on iTunes by looking up Recovery 101. After 9 million downloads, I think people like us.
All right. Well, we're going to check it out. Recovery101.net.
Correct.
Don't go away. We will be right back.
If you can think it, we can ink it at Patterson Print Shop. From embroidery to printing too. Signs, banners, t-shirts, that's what we do. Anything that you can imagine at Patterson Print Shop, we make it happen. If you can think it, we can ink it at Patterson Print Shop. Call us today at 951-924-2332 or visit pattersonprintshop.org.
Is your radio station dull, boring, more of just the same day after day after? Then it's time for radio that will blow your mind and expand and enlighten it too. KCAA Radio 1050 AM is not only the go-to radio station for what's happening in and around the Inland Empire, it's a veritable cornucopia of crazy, an assemblage of awesome, and a total convergence of cool. KCAA is not only the NBC News affiliate for our area, but offers the broadest and craziest range of national and local radio in the Inland Empire, with shows like Imus in the Morning, Dave Ramsey, Joyce Riley's Power Hour, Controlled Chaos, Poor Man, and now Voice of the Inland Empire with yours truly. Check out 1050 AM at home or on the road, or you risk being the only one at work not talking about the fun, crazy, educational, outlandish, awesome things they heard on KCAA 1050 AM. And you wouldn't want that, right? What a great show. I so enjoyed chatting with all of our guests, and I want to thank you for tuning in and joining us. And please remember, set your DVRs so you never miss another episode of Voice of the Inland Empire. Want to watch us anytime 24/7? Then visit our website at voiceoftheinlandempire.com, where you can also see the places, times, and days our show can be seen and heard. And if you visit our website, please drop us an email. We love to hear from you. If you have comments, ideas, suggestions, or maybe even a thought for a show guest, let us know. Our guests need to have topics of broad general interest and be non-commercial in nature. If you don't have access to the internet or just prefer the traditional way of contact, you can always call our Voice of the Inland Empire telephone hotline at 909-746-8846. So, until next time, this is Ron Stark reminding you to be productive, care for your world and the people around you, work hard, find time for fun, and always remember to give back whatever and whenever you can. Until next time, goodbye for now.